Okay, and then now, okay, so please open your project, but before that, please make sure you open from your GitHub repository. Okay. Okay, just make sure you just open your project from your local GitHub folder. If you forgot how to do it, okay, you can through here. Here. Click add and add project from this. And then let's get to the folder you create. Okay, so next week, already showed you how to create a cube, okay, and use the trigger event, okay, and when your player just collide with the cube, and then we'll get 1 point and refresh the score immediately, okay. And now today I will talk about how to arrange, just like if you want to design a label. If you just design a label and each label you just manual, then maybe you post there 100 labels, and then I think you will go crazy. So maybe we can just search for some help, maybe from the formula or AI. So I think it's called midterm, right? So maybe everyone should be a little familiar with the Unity engine. So I think today I want to share how to use the AI to help you to create your small game. Okay, so and this file I already showed you. Okay, so now AI is a very powerful tool. As you see, I don't know. Have you used AI?
Yep.
Yeah, about what? ChatGPT?
Yes.
Gemini? No. Claude? No.
Grok.
What?
Twitter AI. Grok.
Grok. Okay. So I know it's from the Grok. Okay. Yeah, I know it. Yeah. Okay. So there's a lot of tools. Okay. But can you trust AI? No. You don't trust it, but you use it. Okay. So there's a lot of functions AI can help us to finish. And today we will focus on how to AI assist our programming. Okay. So so there's a lot of language model, okay, and we use it on cloud. Okay. But can we use it on your local machine? Is it possible? Yes, but you need a powerful laptop. Okay. So, like a ChatGPT or Cloud or Gemini, you need to pay? No? You never pay? Do you have subscription with any AI tool? No? Okay. Usually if we want to use a ChatGPT, for example, like this, there's course. Okay, so I use free, but once I use for a while, it will pop up a small window and just if you want to get a smarter response or more images, and I suggest you can subscribe our service. Okay, but today later I will show you we can use the Google Gemini, and as I think we can use it free. Okay, and for student, Google also provide for student Google Pro. Okay, you can use it free for 1 year. Yeah, okay, so about how AI to help us about the programming. Okay, you know there are several tools like this Copilot, okay, or maybe the Amazon or a lot of tools. So basically, first it can help us to generate the code. Okay, like our C#. If you want to create a code like you can turn if I want to create a small game and player control the ball, and then you need to collide with the cubes, and then you get scores. Maybe you just give it some prompt, and then it will just generate code for you. Okay, but if you don't have any programming foundation, or you never learned about this, all you can do is just copy and paste. Okay, and then maybe you will just pop up several errors, and you need to go back to XAI, to X for help. XAI W to debug. Okay, but we can also use AI to help. You can learn the language by yourself. Because for now, Unity uses C#. But if you want to create a website, you need to learn JavaScript, HTML5, or CSS. Okay, so a lot of things. Okay, so if you want, you can use AI to help you to explain the code. What is the code? Okay, you can learn it by yourself. Okay, so also you can just make AI to be your learning assistant. Okay, so there's a lot of tools. Okay, but here let me show you. There are still some free that we can use. Okay, so this LM Studio is totally free. Okay, and it's pro many platform. For me, I use Mac, so I can download. Okay, and once you download this and install to your computer, yeah, okay. So let's say I've just run on my laptop. Okay, and then its interface, like you use ChatGPT or Google Gemini. Okay, so there are several settings we need before we want to use it. So first, I need to choose the model I want to use. And this model, as you see, is totally free. You can download from Hugging Face or download from anywhere. Okay, so for example, this OpenAI GPT OSS, it just released by ChatGPT. Okay, maybe its function is not so good as a ChatGPT 5, but for us, because we can use it totally free. And if you just add something, everything on your laptop, it won't upload to ChatGPT or Google. Okay, you can use it privately. Okay, and then here, Gemini. This model is released by Google, and Google Gemini just based on this model and create a commercial version. Okay. So if I install this app and then you can search from website. Okay, so there's lots of free language model you can use. Okay, but if you download, you need more space. Okay. See? Yeah. For example, if I want to main 3 or physical, maybe if I want to learn coding. Okay, so about here. Okay, so this model is just focused on the software engineering. Okay, and it's extra small. Okay, but its file is not so small. If you want to use it, okay, you need to download this to your laptop. Okay, and then just plug in this model to this, and then you can just talk. Good. For example, let me show you my desktop. Okay. Wait, I just loaded. Now I'm loading. Okay, and now I can so here I can just add models. Okay, I'll just write some prompts. Sorry, it's in English because I use the default. Okay, so now see. See, I don't need to log in to ChatGPT or Google Gemini. Okay, I just download an app, okay, and install to my laptop. Okay, and just download the fit model I want to use. Okay, see. So I just tell so. Maybe it's not so good, but because I'm already used to Unity, so I know what it says. So first, they just tell me I need to open Unity and create a new 3D object because the robot is just like a 3D. Okay, and then right panel, right click, select the 3D object and sphere, right? Okay, and then create it, and also tell us to rename this here to playable. Okay, and add rich body. Okay, add rich body. Okay, so then create run. Okay, then you. So this is the C# code. Maybe if I'm just a beginner, I don't know how to write this, and even I don't know why you use this, why you use the fixed update. Okay, so here you just tell us to check this script on it. So if I want to learn more about this, okay, so because I want to learn more about how to coding, so I just ask the AI, please just explain, just step by step. Okay. Okay, see? Now, the AI already just helped us to go through the whole script, how to use using Unity. So it already, you just tell us we need to import in this space. Okay, because we need to use it, and it already contains lots of class and methods we will use. Okay, and then here, so you can use it to help you understand what the code is. Okay. So it's totally free app, and with the free model. So if you want to know where to find the model, yeah. Okay, so yeah, you can also download this Olama. Okay, Olama is just released from Meta. Okay, and here you still can use on your own laptop. So for example, if I want to know any new model here, okay, so here you can search, and there's a lot of things. For vision, for graph, for thinking, okay, so this one, okay, so it's GPT from OpenAI. Okay. And the model list appears. It's total free. So we can, if you want to subscribe to Google Gemini or something, you can use it local. Okay, so we can use AI to create lots of applications. Okay, especially we use the Unity if we want to create a more new function. But if we use the AI to help us, okay, there are still still some challenge and some limitation, especially about the code quality. Okay, and this morning, another class. I just showed them how if I want to create an AR, I want to create an AR, okay, and this AR app. Okay, so here is the prompt. Okay, so I just tell the AI, you are an expert with the Unity game engine, but I want to know how to use the video streaming which embed in Unity to create an AR app. And also, I just tell how to interact with the app. So I tell them, okay, I want to let user to touch the screen, and then we will place a virtual object on that place. Okay, so I just give it this prompt. Okay, and here is the response from the cloud. Okay, and I also just use the same prompt. See? And I also ask ChatGPT. Okay, and also ask Google Gemini. I use the same question to ask the 3 different AIs, and their answer totally different.
Oh.
Okay. So, for example, this is from ChatGPT. Okay, and then you just give me this code. I never tried, but when I just read this code, I think there's still some problem. Okay, and for Google Gemini,
Nicholas Joy.
okay, it just give me more detail. Okay. This document, this Google Gemini just gave it to me. Okay, and it's pretty good. There's still something, if you just totally follow this, and there will be a small error here. Okay, it's about here. Because I want to get the data. From Google Gemini, it tells me I can just follow this steps and then I can get the data what I want. But actually, if I just use Unity 2022.3 LTS version, if I want to do this, it's not possible because now there is some restriction for the platform. Okay, but it's not his fault. Not his fault, because this version maybe we can use it for the earlier Unity version. Okay. So once you ask AI for help, you need to learn. So do not also link your brain to AI. Okay, you need to learn more and then you can control the AI. Otherwise, AI will. Okay. Okay, so let's go back to our project. Now, as I say, I want to arrange. Maybe I can use 12, or maybe 16, or maybe 4. Okay, because I want to create a label. I want to create a label. So I want to just use 12 cubes and then arrange into a circle, a whole circle. Okay, and I want to use the visual scripting to do it. So maybe we can, if you don't know how to start, because then you need to know some math, okay? But don't be afraid. Okay, so here, okay, so please open your browser. And today we use the Google Gemini. Okay, so do you know how to use it? Okay, open your browser and please search Google Gemini. Okay, and then please log in with your student email account. Any question about this? Okay, so if you log in with your student account, I think this is the logo. Okay. Yeah, and here's another class. Okay, so you can try this. Or maybe you can just change this. Okay, here's the prompt. You will have the first thing. I will tell the AI you're an expert with something. Okay? So you should have to do this. So first, I just tell the Gemini you are an expert at Unity engine. Okay, and then so here I just tell him I want to arrange 12. Maybe we can change here. Okay, but I need the math. So I want to rearrange 12 cubes into a circle. Maybe you can skip this and just try it. So already tell you. Oh, thank you. Go ahead. So you can try it. Okay, and see what happens.
Wow.
Okay, so let's try this. Okay, so there. Okay, so here there are some tools you can use. Suggest you can use this canvas. Okay, and if necessary, you will create a markdown file for you, and then you can just export or share with someone. Okay. Okay, and also here the model, the default I think is 2.5 flags. Yeah, if you want to use it for reasoning, math, or programming, I suggest you can switch to Pro version. See? Now I use the canvas. So we just create the file here. I'm not sure if is this the same with you? It's normal. Because the AI was the chain cannot tell the same answer to everyone. Okay, so you need to make sure. Okay? Yeah, okay, so it's about math, right? So for my version, here, there, the logic. Okay, so first, because I want to just arrange the 12 cubes into a circle. Okay, so actually I need to give it this position. Okay, for the first one, second one, third one, okay, I need to give it the position. Okay, but because it's a circle, so it's about angle. Okay, so here, the first step, I need to calculate the angle. Okay, but all of this, it uses the word to explain. But maybe it's hard to understand. So maybe we can just ask Gemini, can you just break down the math with the visual explanation? Okay, so let's try again. Okay, so here, okay, you can try this. Okay, I just copied this. So I just ask the Google Gemini to break down the math I. Okay. So okay, so now I already just use 5 text to explain this, but I still want okay. Now and this is another version. Yesterday, Google Gemini just gave it to me. Okay, but today I just asked the same thing. I'm not sure if your image is the same. No? No image? You can. Yeah. Okay. Just try this prompt. You can still keep asking. Just asking. I need an image. Okay, so now see, okay. Wow. Okay, so everyone gets different result, right? Okay, so here, okay, so, well, because this is a C# script, if we want to use visual scripting, and yeah, maybe we can just so I want to use visual scripting. Unity. This. Okay, and just give me this answer part 3. So please meet file. Okay, so now we will just give me this. Okay, so here I use two prompts here. So first is this. I just get a streamline. I want to use the video screening to embed it in Unity to do this, not C#. Okay. And then it give me the result here. Okay, but I just want to export this file to my Google Drive, or I want to share with someone. So I just give it another prompt here. Okay, so yeah, I just ask. Okay, so please give me the markdown file. Okay. And then now this. Okay, and once we get this, if you want to set this, you can use this icon. Okay, you can export to your Google file, your own Google Drive. Okay, or you can just copy and paste to maybe copy to Word or copy to other editor. Okay, so here just export to Google file, and then you will just link to your Google account. See now. Okay, and then now, yeah. So how about I'm not sure if your version is the same with me. You here. Okay. tables instead, and doing this. See? It's okay. So, Pleasant, can you follow this to create she and this? So see, we use the same prompt, but just generate different result. Okay, I think we don't have the same version, right? Totally different. So, but can you try? Can you try it by yourself? Okay, so this is the early version. I just asked the Google Gemini to help me to create. Okay, so here I will use this. Maybe these are the cubes. Okay, and the first thing, if we want to create a circle, we need to give it a center position. Okay, so first, we need to know where is the center position. Okay, and then because it is a circle, and then I want to arrange 12 cubes on the circle. So I need to calculate the angle between two cubes. Okay, so and then once we've done, so here, the angle per object, because the circle is degree 2 pi, okay, for the radius. Okay, so I just divide this 2 pi, divide the object I want to place. Okay, so in this case, we need to 2 pi divide by 12. Okay, but if we change this, then we can change 4. Okay. Okay, and then now I have the angle, and then I need to get this position. So if I want to get this position, I need to use sine and cosine, okay, to find the x and z. So it's about the mass. Okay, so yeah, maybe we can start. So here is what I want to do. I just followed the Gemini, okay, but actually I'm not step by step, just follow the instruction given to me. I just get what I want. Okay, so Okay, let's go back to our project. Just go back to our project. Okay, so here, let's try to follow this. Okay, so Gemini, to me, the step one, I need to use the thing set up. I need to create a spawner, right? Okay, so yes, we need to create a spawner. So just tell me, I need my hierarchy, right click, and select create. And this part is true. Okay, so cube spawner, so let's go back to my project. Okay, so hierarchy, right click, create empty. Okay, and then cube spawner. But here, yeah, this is the detail, and we need to reset. Just don't forget to reset its position. Okay. Okay, so here, create an empty game object and just rename, and user will reset its transform. Okay. And then now we need to add a screen machine, right? We need to add a screen machine. Okay, and set embed. Okay, so here is just we set to embed. Embed, it means the script will just follow on this game object, and no one can share this script. It's weird, right? Okay, so here usually I was maybe in other place I want to use this script again. So here I will choose embed. Yes. Okay, and then the next step we need to create a variable. And so here by for see it suggests we create a graph variable here. So graph variable here. Here's radius. And this part, look at syntax. I think we don't need it. Okay. So all we need is this. And number of objects and radius. But here in this document it just tells us we need to create in the graph section. But as you know, if we create this variable on the graph section, we can change this property in our inspector window. So usually I will just change to object variable. So I think, okay, so here, okay, so just click and I need to create a screen machine, right? Okay, and here we need to create a several object variable. For example, let's get to place. So here, should be a game object. Okay, and then now we can drag our cube, right? Here's our cube. Oh, our cube is here, right? So if I want to use it, I need to make it become so please check your cube to now. So let's keep become a prefab. Anytime a prefab. Okay, and then now just drag this cube to here. Okay, and then the other is number. Objects. Okay, so here, okay, an integer. Okay, so default as 12, right? Okay, and the final one, radius. Radius of the circle, and type step float. Maybe the default as 10. Okay. Okay, and then click new, we need to create a new directory. So, cube, spawner. I just name it cube spawner. One. I just create new one. Okay. And then add a screen machine on it and a variable. Okay?
Yeah, that's fine.
The one you need to check from your hierarchy to your project. You need to drag it from C, you need to drag it to your project, and then you become a prefab. No?
Already, but still.
No? You're easy. This is just, maybe you just change something. You just change something. Just okay. But it's cute. YouTube doesn't have nothing. YouTube, but it's cute now. No, it's cute, that was cute. Okay, but you should play new, right? Yeah. But, so that's fine. But increase your default. Because you change this probably here. This is right. But later on, I'll show you how to do it.
How to save that? Save what? Then after you do this, you want to save that.
Your project now.
Ah,
Okay, because later I will delete.
chạy đấy.
for the cube.
No.
And then once you start your game, you will just yeah. Okay. Done. Just give it another example. That's okay. Oh. You just change your cube position to false. You can just give it a new game. Okay, new game. Okay. Okay, so guys, if you don't want to change your original thing, okay, so here you can set your thing as, okay, so maybe set to not so then your original thing will still there.
I see.
Okay, and everything you change here, you don't worry. Okay, so from here. So now we finish with create variables. Okay, now we create so the first start. Okay. Now we need to create a for loop. We need to create okay, so on start. So it says on start. I need to find create a control for loop. See? For loop. Okay, for loop. Here, so object to place. No, we need to give it the number of objects. And then connect to here. It's okay, never mind. Okay, just name. Okay, and then just for loop. Loop. Yeah, see? Yeah. For loop. Okay, the for loop and length. So the first is 0, and the left we just give it the number of objects. So for example, this number is 12. So we use for, it means it will just repeat the step 12 times. Okay, that's why we use, because we need to, if we use this and then the first step, and we need to calculate the angle. And then we have the angle, and then we have the position. Okay, and then we instantiate the cube and place the position. And then go back again and calculate it, get the second one. Okay, and then repeat the 12 times, and then to finish the job. Okay, so that's why we need to use the for loop. Got it? Okay, so okay, so here now we finish this step. And here I will share with you, okay? So don't worry. Maybe your version is different with me. Okay, but I will show my version to you, okay? Okay, so let's follow this. Okay, now I'm already created my new look. Okay, now we need to calculate the angle. Okay, so here, yeah. And then we need to from the body for output. Okay, the body. So the body, see, body, see. So that's what we say. Okay, we need to start. So from the body, and get index. Okay, and then I need to use the multiply. Multiply index by index and I. So result of 1 and multiply 2. Okay, and divide. Okay, so the final result is angle. Okay, so okay, this part, and let me show you how to do it. So first I need to get the index. And okay, so here, because I need an angle, so okay, so use the graph. Okay, let's create another variable. Angle. Okay, and here I export. Okay, so first, we need to use pi, so mass. Mass get. Please use get pi. Okay, please find it. Mass get pi. Okay, and then just drag from the index and multiply index multiply and then we need to multiply 2. Okay, and then divide the number of objects. So just duplicate this again. Okay, and here 2, right? Okay, and then the result. Divide. Okay, so here we need a number of objects. So duplicate from here. and then just right click, variable, it's graph variable. We need to use the set angle and connect to body. Okay. Okay. So now we have an angle, right? And then the next step we need to deal with the position. Okay. Okay, so now we need to find a line and then with the radius, okay, it's x value and sine for z. Okay, and then we need to create a new one and get position set. Then we will forget about this and then jump to instantiate the game object. Okay. So, okay, let's continue here. So we have the angle. Okay. So now the math. So first, please find this cosine. Okay. like this. Just mean this, and the other one is sine. Yeah, this. Okay. Okay, and then now, please add now and search vector 3. Vector 3, and now here we need to use the create vector 3 xyz. This. Okay, so angle is for line. Okay, so sine is for x. And then now we need to multiply with the radius. So we use the variable and object variable y. We need to get radius. Get radius. Once you calculate. Okay, and then just complete it. And x line connects to here. So you got confused, right? Okay, so first find the radius. Okay, and radius will multiply with the cosine, the angle, okay, and then we will get x position. We will get x position. Okay, and here sine, radius, and not angle connected here, and then here we also need to multiply the radius and the sine result. Okay, and then set to z. Set to z. Okay, and about the y we need to get this corner. The y position. Okay, the y is there, we will deal with this. Okay, any question about it? No? So now we have the position, and then the next step we need to extension. So, and now this is instantiate game object. Okay, so please choose this one. Original, position, rotation, and error. Okay, and then connect the position. And this original is through variables, object, and get object to place. Okay, and about the rotation, okay, so use continue. Okay, so please use the filter And the parent should be, okay, so here, parent, use this. This may be okay, I think we're done. Okay, so let me try. Okay, how this is configured, so let me make sure. Okay, so anything see? It's done. Let's draw. Draw cubes. Okay, so normally. Okay. So once you're done, and the result should be look at this. Okay, this is from top view. Okay. But we still have some issue we need to fix, okay? But later. Let me show you.